Hey, good morning, everybody. This is John G on Saturday Morning Coffee, and today we're talking about Bitcoin. So the price is hovering around 231.50. That's after a recent peak up to about 300, which previously dipped to about 150. So we're still under some volatility. That's most likely because of the news, anywhere from exchanges being hacked and Bitcoin's going missing, to Microsoft accepting Bitcoin, as well as Google starting to put Bitcoin widgets on their homepage system. Think back about a year ago, and these big companies, they like shrugged Bitcoin off. Now you see really all these tech companies getting behind Bitcoin. Most likely it's because they actually looked into it. A lot of people just dismiss Bitcoin because they haven't really understood what Bitcoin is. And it does take some research. When I first looked into it, it took me a few days to really just kind of start to understand what it is. And then months and months of research and talking to other people and actually using Bitcoin is what it really takes to kind of understand it, to wrap your head around it. I was also watching this video, which I'll put it in the show notes, but it was where a technology professional was talking to some regulators in New Hampshire. Now, New Hampshire is notoriously free in terms of America, so it's an interesting conversation, but the regulators, they really have this false sense of they're actually doing something good. And they always say, oh, it's for the consumer. But when you actually really look at the facts, it ends up hurting the consumer. For instance, they think Bitcoin is not regulated. That is the biggest myth ever. I mean, can you imagine Bitcoin being not regulated and there's just all this magic, internet money floating around and anybody can just grab some, and then, you can take this internet magic money that just appeared out of nowhere and then buy drugs with it or send it across the world to a country that, they don't want. I mean, no, Bitcoin is regulated. Bitcoin is regulated by the people that use it. That's the difference. It doesn't need to be regulated by a group of people that don't even know what it is, that have never used it. Bitcoin's been around for 5 years now, and how many politicians in the last 4 years, or the first 4 years of it coming out, used Bitcoin? I bet you maybe one, right? And there's thousands and thousands of politicians. So that's the thing, is there's this big myth that Bitcoin isn't regulated. Of course it's regulated. It's regulated by the people, and it's regulated by the program. All right? So the majority of the people decide on how the program is going to work. So in essence, the people made or support this program, and then the program just carries out its duties. It's not corruptible by one person or a few people. You can't just go in there and change it. You can't just go steal from it. You can't point a gun at it and make it do something that it doesn't want to do. It's just a program. And the great thing about the program is it lives everywhere. It's on almost anybody's computer that uses Bitcoin. And what that means is it's duplicated enough times where it never can be shut down. You would have to shut down all the computers except, maybe 3 or 4. Nobody has the resources to shut down every Bitcoin computer across the world. I just kind of want to dispel this myth of Bitcoin is not regulated. Bitcoin is regulated, and it's regulated by the people, and it's regulated very well. It's regulated in a way where there's not winners and losers. It's just everybody is equal. And that's how I want my money to be regulated. So this is my new podcast, and if you like what you heard, please subscribe. More will be coming along on the way. I'm John G. You guys have a great day.